Well, I think that's a tribute to these kids all year long. You know, you've kind of gone from a loss to a victory, from loss to a victory, and it's been that case. And we're going to try to make the hurdle to where it's going to be a streak now, to where it's going to be 2 games in a row, you know, all the way through the process. But I think that shows the resiliency of our kids. It shows that they can overcome some adversity and just overcome some hard times, you know, throughout the year. And they've done that, especially with last Friday night's win over against Corinda. You know, we just battled back, you know, with those guys responding, and then we responded right back after every single one of their scores that they had. So tribute goes out to these kids and what they showed.
Some of the reports from the game, you guys said you guys just really came out on hats on fire. Can you talk about the strong start?
Well, I think that's something that we've been leading up to all year long is you know, finishing or starting strong and also finishing strong, and I think that's a credit to what those guys did. They believed in the game plan that we had, but I think they believed in all that year long, and it just all came together last Friday, and hopefully we can put some things together this Friday.
We definitely know that Carlos and Brock and Connor have been some big offensive weapons for you this year. Will West was a big offensive weapon for you this past week.
Oh, he's a hidden gem. You know, that's one of the things I think sometimes people don't understand, that, you know, number one, he's good defensively, but also he can kind of exploit some things on the offensive end, you know, and that's what he's done all year long. He's got great hands, but he's a heck of a blocker and also a heck of a runner. It's just sometimes, you know, it just the game plan falls that he's going to be involved in some things. And that's what happened on Friday night is we utilized him, and he made the plays that counted.
Some of it is the teams you play, although, I mean, Clarinda's a good team, but you mentioned the loss to win, What's how do you avoid that happening again?
Well, I think it's just in regards to the preparation. I think these kids have done a nice job as far as preparing, you know, but I don't think it's necessarily anything that they've done on purpose, you know, type of thing, but it's just something that's happened, you know, throughout the year. But, you know, like I said earlier, I think it just shows the resiliency of our kids that, you know what, hey, it's in the past, they're going to look forward to the future, and they're going to keep trucking on.
East Sac County this week, and I know it's probably one of the tougher running backs to tackle. I mean, you look at the picture of the kid, talking about Nick Snyder, looks like a defensive lineman.
Well, he's a big boy. I mean, you go 6'2", 210 across the board. I mean, you're looking at a collegiate back, you know, and things of that nature. But, you know, he's got some good feet. He's hard to tackle. He's very, very strong, and he's got some decisive speed, you know, and that's one of the things that we've got to do is make sure that we gang tackle. We've been doing a pretty good job of that all year long with our defense, and we feel pretty proud of our defense, you know, just exactly the other night. Even though we gave up 400 and some yards, you know, it was a chip away 400 yards, and that's exactly what we do, is just bend but don't break a little bit. Just make sure that we play good sound defense and make those teams go the 80-yard drives, and just make sure that they do it mistake free. If you can do that, tip your hat off to them and go from there. But our defense have done a good job all year long.
Other side of the ball for East Sac, how do you attack them offensively?
Well, one of the things is, I mean, they do show some pressures. They will show some multiple fronts in you, but they have also got to account for our different multi-formations that we're going to throw at you as well. How are they going to line up? And once we go ahead and see how you're going to line up or play what type of coverage, then I think we have some chances to exploit them in some areas. We've been pretty consistent throughout the entire year of being balanced both on the both run and also pass. We're probably 50-50 right now, which is kind of unheard of regarding what we try to do, but we've done a nice job of trying what the defense is going to go ahead and give it to us, and we'll exploit you from there.
I got to ask you, because everybody asks the coaches in this situation with you know, the playoffs possibility, points could come to points. I mean, you don't worry about any of that.
No, I don't. I'll be honest with you. And I told the guys in our film session before we came out to practice today is, you know what, we have got to take care of ourselves first before anything is going to happen. And if we don't take care of ourselves, it's never ever going to happen. So, you know what, we're going to prepare just like any other week. We're going to have some fun out here this week, you know, and we're going to go up in East Sac County and try to get a victory.
Coach, thanks a lot.
Thank you.